Hey, I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw this chocolate here, Triangolo, and it reminded me of a time I went to Peru.
Beautiful, so beautiful. Wanna travel the
Okay, so I kind of unofficially moved to Bolivia back in 2005. Now, back in 2005, Americans did not need a visa to get into Bolivia. We just came with our passport and they would give us 90 days as tourists. The president Evo Morales actually changed that in 2007, but they kicked him out in 2019, and the new president, Janine Áñez, she made it so that Americans can get back into Bolivia without a visa. Yay! So back in the day in 2005, I came to Bolivia on my passport just as a tourist. They gave me 90 days when I came in, and I was here working as a volunteer with kids and young people there in Cochabamba. And, I didn't want to go through all the hassle of getting a visa or permanent residence or anything like that because it's just paperwork and bureaucracy. And if I can avoid that, great. However, my 90 days were about to expire and I needed to figure out how to get more time here in Bolivia. So I asked around, and one of my friends told me that she had an American friend who went over to Peru and stayed a few hours there on the other side in Peru, and then came right back into Bolivia and got another 90 days on her passport. I thought, well, that sounds easy enough. I can do that. So that's what I did. I got on a bus going up to La Paz. Now, that bus ride was a really interesting bus ride, but I'm not going to tell you that story right now. You're going to have to wait till I do a video on bus rides in Latin America. I already did one on Europe, which was pretty interesting. You should check that out. Anyways, so I got to La Paz at like 5:30 in the morning. It was freezing. From there, I figured out how to get over to Desaguadero, Bolivia. Now, Desaguadero, Bolivia is a very small town right on the border with Peru. Now, looking at the border was interesting because it was basically just a bridge, and the Bolivians and Peruvians seemed to be just crossing the bridge, going back and forth between Peru and Bolivia with no bureaucracy at all. Like, no one was checking them or anything. However, those of us who actually needed a stamp in our passport saying that we left the country, well, we had to get in line and fill out the paperwork. So that's what I did. I got in line, filled out the paperwork, got my passport stamped, exit stamp there. Yay. I'm out. Now I'm over in Peru. Desaguadero, Peru. Wow. Desaguadero, Peru and Desaguadero, Bolivia, they're not like amazing tourist cities. There's nothing to do there. Well, I guess you could go shopping if you want to buy aguayos in bulk. Aguayos, those like square blankets that we carry stuff around in. Anyways, I was only there to kill a couple of hours. So I found a little ceviche cart, got myself some ceviche. It was quite delicious. And then I sat down next to this lady. I thought I would practice Aymara, which is one of the indigenous languages of that region. And after about 2 hours, I said, well, I think it's time for me to head back over to Bolivia. So I went back over to Peruvian immigration, filled out the paperwork, got in line. When I got up to the window, I handed the lady my passport. She looks at it. Excuse me, sir, but you came here today. Yeah, and I'm ready to go back. No, you're supposed to stay here at least 24 hours. Huh? No. I'm sorry, sir, but you can't come here and then leave the same day. You have to stay here at least 24 hours. Wait. No, but like, people told me that I could do this, that I only needed to stay here a couple of hours and then I could go back. I really need to get back to Bolivia. Did I really need to get back to Bolivia? Now that I'm a little older, I wonder, why was I in such a hurry? Don't remember. But I was pretty persistent. No, I really have to get back to Bolivia. What can I do? Well, I can't do anything for you here, but maybe if you were to go to another city and cross the border, maybe they would let you in. Really? Okay. Yeah, how do I get to this other city? First, you get on the number 18 bus. That will drop you off in the middle of nowhere. Then you'll get in a little white Toyota van that will take you to another place where you'll get off, and then you'll look for a bicycle taxi, and that will take you all the way up to Kashani. And then from Kashani, you'll be able to cross into Bolivia. Got it. So that's what I did. I walked out of immigration. I looked for the number 18 bus. It dropped me off in the middle of nowhere. Then I got into this, like what they call a minibus, which is really just like a white Toyota van from like the 80s. That dropped me off in another place, and I found a bicycle taxi, and the guy pedaled me all the way up to Kashani, where I got off, went to immigration in Peru. They looked at my passport, stamped it, sent me on over to Bolivia. Got to Bolivia's side. They grabbed my passport, stamped it, gave me 90 days, let me back into the country. Yes! Mission accomplished. And it happens that the town on the other side of the border in Bolivia was Copacabana. Copacabana. Like, this is a beautiful tourist spot. Like, it's right there on the Lake Titicaca. You have the Isla del Sol, or the Sun Island. You can eat trout there. There's lots of cool cultural things to do and see. But what did I do? Oh, I'm in such a hurry. I have to get back to my regular, normal life in Cochabamba. So I got on a bus. I didn't stay in Copacabana for even 30 minutes. I just found the first bus heading to La Paz, got on that, got to La Paz, and then got on another bus heading back to Cochabamba. What was I thinking? Why was I in such a hurry? I don't remember. Like, what was so urgent that I had to get back to normal life? I don't remember. Like, oh, I'm such a bad tourist. Hey, Luke, but what about the chocolate? Like, what does that have to do with the story? Just wait. Okay, so a year later, 2006, my context has changed a little bit. I'm now living in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, and I'm actually working in a school teaching English. And I'm still there as a tourist, kind of getting paid like under the table, you know? But I just still wasn't ready to make that commitment of going through all the bureaucracy and getting the paperwork done and filing for residency or a visa and all that stuff. And once again, my 90 days were about to expire, so I had to get out of the country. And I figured, you know what? The last time when I went to Peru, that worked out real well. I already know what to do. I'm just gonna go do that again. So that's what I did. I hopped on a bus from Santa Cruz to La Paz. That's like a 17-hour bus ride. Got to La Paz. From there, got over to Desaguadero, Bolivia. Got in line in immigration. Got my exit stamp and headed on over to Desaguadero, Peru. Now this time, I didn't waste any time in Desaguadero. I immediately jumped on the number 18 bus, which dropped me off in the middle of nowhere. I got in a minibus, which dropped me off somewhere else. And then from there, I found a bicycle taxi, which left me in Kashani. After all of that, I was feeling a little hungry, so I went to the store and bought myself a chocolate. I figured, I'm in Peru, I gotta get something Peruvian, so I got some Peruvian chocolate, right? I decided, well, that's enough of Peru for me. Let's head back to Bolivia. So I went to immigration on the Peruvian side. There was no line at all. I handed the guy my passport. Perdón, pero usted acaba de llegar hoy. Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? No, es que no puedes venir y irte cuando quieres. O sea, tienes que quedarte aquí por lo menos 24 horas. Ah, come on, man. I've already done this before. Please, just let me through. No entiendes. La idea es que tú vengas acá a consumir. Well, look, I am consuming. No, 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 no. Por lo menos me tienes que comprar una Coca-Cola. You want a Coca-Cola? So I ended up going back to the store where I bought my chocolate. I bought a 2.5 liter Coca-Cola, handed it to the guy. Gracias. Got my passport back and headed on over to Bolivia. So I walk over to immigration on the Bolivian side, walk in, and I see this nice, young, happy police officer there at the desk, and I think, this is gonna be easy. No problem. So I hand him my passport. Sargento? So like this big, strong, rough-looking sergeant comes out, and he's like, ¿Has salido de Bolivia y quieres volver a entrar hoy mismo? No, 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 no puede ser. ¿Qué haces aquí en Bolivia? I'm just a tourist. No, no creo que sea solamente turista. No puedes salir y volver a entrar cuando quieras. No, 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 no. Dime, ¿qué es lo que usted realmente hace aquí? Okay. The truth is I'm a volunteer and I'm teaching English at a school, and I really need to get back to Bolivia because I have class on Monday. Ah, así que estás trabajando en Bolivia entonces. Pues necesitas una visa para eso. No te puedo dejar entrar a Bolivia sin visa. No, 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 no. Si quieres entrar a Bolivia, tienes que tener una visa. This was kind of a stressful, scary moment, and I did not know what to do. And I could have really freaked out, but for some reason, I just got kind of like calm and focused, and I had some very clear thoughts. So you're saying that you won't let me back into Bolivia without a visa. So how do I get a visa? Bueno, tendrías que solicitar una visa. Okay, cool. Can I apply for the visa here? Bueno, tendrías que ir a migración y solicitar una visa de trabajo. Okay, so that's immigration in Bolivia, but you're not letting me back into Bolivia. Bueno, tendrías que ir a una embajada de Bolivia en Perú. Oh, so I need to go to the embassy. Well, where's the nearest embassy? Hay una embajada en Puno, Perú. Okay, great. How do I get to Puno? Bueno, mira, yo soy una persona generosa, me gusta ayudar y yo quiero ayudar a usted, así que, mira, si solo paga la mitad de una multa, te puedo dejar entrar a Bolivia para arreglar tus papeles desde Bolivia. Oh, half of a fine, huh? How much is that? So I ended up having to give the guy 100 Bolivianos, and he let me back into Bolivia. So I went back into Bolivia, back into the beautiful city of Copacabana! Now, the last time I was like this total idiot and didn't even think to hang out or do anything there in Copacabana when there's so much cool cultural stuff to do. So you know what I did this time? I jumped on a bus. Okay, this time, like, I really did need to get back to Santa Cruz, which is on the other side of the country, 17-hour bus ride from La Paz, and I still had it was still going to take me all afternoon to get to La Paz. Yeah, it's just like, man, couldn't I have asked off on Monday, gotten a substitute teacher or something? I mean, couldn't I have just taken a little extra time to enjoy Copacabana? Do you think I have ever been back to Copacabana? I have never had the opportunity to go back to Copacabana, hang out on the lake Titicaca. Never again. So the moral of this story is slow down. Enjoy the chocolate. But honestly, we need to slow down. We need to enjoy life. We need to stop being in such a hurry and just enjoy the beauty that is all around us. There is so much to live and experience. Can't be in such a hurry all the time. I'm serious about this. Like, we really do just need to slow down and enjoy what we have. We might not have a whole lot, but enjoy whatever you do have. So that's all for now, but stay tuned because I have lots of stories about crossing borders, airports, immigration, traveling, and stuff like that. So there's going to be more videos coming out soon. And I also wanted to let you know that September 25th, 2020, I'm releasing my song, The Beauty of Life, which is a song all about traveling and enjoying the beauty of life. So please go ahead and follow me on Spotify if you can, or wherever you listen to music, because the song's coming out real soon. All right. See you guys.
So beautiful. Wanna travel the world.